Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a video for you guys born in the year of the pig. So welcome back all my piggy pals and my boar buddies. Hope you're doing okay. But we'll find out, won't we, today as we shuffle these up, move them around and pick 3 out for you guys. Let's just shuffle them around and stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom, we'll take that one from the middle, we'll take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got 2 positives and a negative, so we could be relatively optimistic with these 2 positives there, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. White isn't always all right, black isn't always an attack. It all depends on that compatibility and the message that it wants to give you when we flip those cards. So let's flip the first one. We've got the White Rat. This is a relatively good card in most senses. It has a high compatibility rate, with a majority of different signs, and the pig is included in that. So you do have a workable partnership. You do have a dynamic that can be a successful one. Plus, it's in the white and it's a doer card. So we're getting stuff done. We're doing stuff. Potentially things with family, potentially things that involve, you know, self kind of enjoyment. You're having fun, you're going out, you're being social, you're involving others, you're having a good time. Now, the issue with this is that you could have a overstimulation. You could be overstimulated. You could have, I don't know, a bit too much fun. And I know that's a bit silly. I mean, who has too much fun? But you can have too much fun, where it's just, this is a little bit too full on now. This has been great. It's fantastic. But now I just want to get back to my book. I want to get back to that TV program I was watching. I want to get back to my jigsaw puzzle. I want to get back to my garden. I just want to get back to my reality. Been great sharing this reality. It's like having family visit. It's almost like you've had family visit. It's great. You've not seen them in a while. Everything feels really good. It's invaluable. It's memory making. It's stuff that's an experience and an adventure, and it's all great and fun. But you've done it now, and as you wave them off, you're looking forward to just, I don't know, recovering, and just maybe in general getting a little bit more used to being on your own again, because you do well on your own. You're a very creative person. You're very sort of like keeping your hands busy, crafty, artsy, just, you know, in general. So you've got projects, you've got things that you're working on, you've got a garden to tend to, or you've got a picture you've been painting, you've got something that you've been working on. You've had a little break from that now. You haven't stopped thinking about it. You're still working in your mind. You've concentrated a little bit on that sort of family and being social. You know, you've been involved with this new thing, or this temporary thing. But as that starts to phase out, we're going to get into this time of the Black Dragon. So you are recovering and you are recuperating. You are having a moment to yourself where you're like, yep, I'm kind of past this now. And I wouldn't say that you're getting overly agitated by it, but you are, as I say, waving them off, waiting to get back to your own projects. The pig and the dragon, they have a good rapport with each other. They have a good compatibility, so that's not a problem here. But what we can see here is there is an issue with, I would say, where you've left it so long with your project, with your thing. You could almost build up some sort of animosity. You could almost build up some sort of like resentment and be like, oh, why did they have to come at this point? Now I've missed out on this opportunity, or I didn't get to do this bit. And it's almost like, say, for example, just an example, you're taking pictures of a particular thing every single day. So at the end of the year, you can put all those pictures together and have this compilation of pictures of from the start to the finish, 365 pictures. But then you forgot, because you've been busy, you've been occupied. You forgot to take that one picture yesterday. And now you're like, oh no, now I've messed it all up. Oh, I wish they hadn't have come round, or whatever. You can point the blame, point the finger and whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Put blame where blame needs to be, but don't Don't deny or try and escape your own accountability to what was your fault. You know, there was an element of blame to go around for you as well. If we're going to pass around the blame pie and we're all going to have a slice of blame, don't forget to give yourself the biggest slice of pie, because nobody made you do anything that you didn't want to do. You took a step back from whatever it was that was a priority at the time to then prioritize something else. You can't now be mad, or, I mean, you have every right to be mad. You can be a bit peed off, but while you're, as I say, sharing that blame about, don't forget that the biggest slice needs to come back to you. When you point that finger, you point that forward, one finger points towards the other person, the other three are pointing back at you. That's the biggest slice of pie there. And that needs to come back to you, because you need to take accountability of what you did, what you allowed, what you should be taking responsible for. However, it doesn't mean that it's all wrong or all bad or all doom and gloom at all. It's just, take note of this. Remember for next time. Try and let it go almost, and don't hold on to that. You don't want to vanquish, enemies here. You don't want to make enemies. You don't want to start a war here. So you don't need to. You don't need to do that at all. And I think you'll come to realise that. It'll be short passing, and then your perspective will change 360, 180, because you're going the completely opposite way from that then, where the dog and the dragon are actually opposite, and the dragon is actually in the negative there and the dog is in the positive here. So you're doing this 180 flip round where you're going to go, oh, okay, actually, yeah, maybe I am a little bit to blame on that one. So you're going to come to this conclusion by yourself anyway. And the dog and the boar, no serious personality clashes either. So this is quite good. All of the cards here are relatively respectful, relatively compatible, and they do get along with you as a pig person. So this is good. This is good. Right now, I think you're going to be going, okay, yeah, I did mess up a little bit there. That is my fault in a way. Yeah, I do have to take some of the blame on that. However, now I'm going to dedicate myself full on to what it was I was doing. Now I'm going to get this done. Now this is about me. This is about what I need to do. This is about just, I guess in some ways, just going a bit more full speed with what it was that you were doing, or what it was that you were hoping to achieve before, and this is good, because this is going to get you back into a place of, I suppose, loyalty and dedication to what it was you felt that you neglected in the first place. So as you start to get involved again, and with that, you will start to catch up again. You may not be able to take that picture, but you're not going to miss another picture. You may have forgotten, what page you were on in your book, or what episode you were on the show you were watching, or you may have gotten out of the groove of your jigsaw puzzle. Whatever it is you were doing, you can recover from that, and you will recover from that. And what you will take from this is to be more sort of dedicated to it and a little bit more loyal to it in the future. So then this won't happen again, which in turn will then make it more of a prosperous kind of win, or a bit more of an abundance, because you'll be more dedicated to it and you'll put that priority back into it, and then you'll get pleasure from that, because you've managed to turn it around and bring it back around. So although you may point the finger in the blame in some respects, you are going to learn from this, and you're going to be able to say, oh, okay, actually, if I had done this or I'd done that, my plants wouldn't have died if I'd put a timer on that watered them automatically. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out and get a timer that waters my plants automatically. Well, now my garden has improved. Now I'm in a better position, that kind of thing. And then you'll move forward from this project, and probably take this attitude into other projects in the future where, oh, right, family's coming around, or I've got friends visiting, or I've got this that's going to take my time for a couple of days. Right, I'm in the middle of this project. What do I do to make sure that when I come back, I'm not going to have the same mistakes I had last time? So this is a good life lesson in a way. It's a good opportunity to learn from the mistakes. And not even mistakes. They're not mistakes at all. But you'll learn from the experience to do better than you did last time. And then we'll find out how you get on with that next week, won't we? When we come back and do a reading for you guys. I was going to say next next Saturday, but we're not on Saturday because we're on Monday, because I usually do the readings on a Saturday, and I kind of confused myself there because I was going to go on next Saturday. No, we're not on Saturday, and then yeah, mouth bumbled a bit and kind of slipped up on myself. But I will be back next week at some point for a reading for you guys. I will be next with a reading for those born in the year of the rat. So if you are interested in those guys, then I will see you over there. If not, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.